be chasing wrong from right. Eyes like fire burning through the haze. Truth is a weapon, cuts through the maze. Some call her trouble, some call her brave. Digging up secrets they tried to save. A real deal around town. She's breaking it down, spinning the wheel, exposing the sound. They despise her, they praise her, but she won't slow down. Real deal around town. The truth's her cry. Shadows, they curse her name. Afraid of the spotlight she brings to the game. But the grateful ones, they cheer in the dark for the spark she ignites in their weary hearts. Some call her danger, some call her hope. She's the thin line on the tightrope. The sound. They despise her, they praise her, but she won't slow down. Real deal around town. The truth's her crown, yeah. The sound. They despise her, they praise her, but she won't slow down. Real deal around town. The truth's her crown, yeah. The truth's her crown, yeah.
Well, hi, everybody. Let me get that out of here. We've got some exciting news today. What an interesting night we had last night. Like you see in the intro, what is it? Townsend cop captures escapees after chase. So between 2:30, 2 o'clock, 2:22 is when it started. That what I saw. And ended sometime around 3, maybe a little after 3. There was a chase and a capture. So right in front of my house, in front of my front door. Unbelievable. Weird comments. Get out of here. Okay. So anyway, last night at 3 a.m., in front of my house, no less, I woke up and I looked at my phone. I have all these Ring cameras all over the place. And I sometimes when I get up in the middle of the night, I'll look at them and see what's going on. And what I saw was like, what am I looking at? What are the cops doing in front of my house? And it was really, really exciting. I mean, at 3 o'clock in the morning, that's when the really good stuff happens. If you're a first responder, if you've ever been involved with first responders, 3 a.m., that's the magic hour. And this is when it was. And let me tell you, we have a hero cop in Townsend. He's a rookie. I think he's still called a rookie. I think he got out of the academy in August of this year. Brand new guy. Dan Marshall is his name. And he he had quite an experience last night, quite a shocker to see what he ran into last night. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time just talking about it, because I know that those of you that are here, or those of you that tune in later for the replay, are going to want to know. You want me to get to the point. I know you do. And, well, what happened? Who did they cat? What happened? What are you talking about? So let me just bring up the first video. Okay. I've got multiple videos of the whole encounter. I don't have it probably the whole encounter, because Ring has limits on how much it records. So, but I've got like I got 3 videos that I'm going to pull up. Let me show you the first one. And this was at 2:22 this morning. See if I can bring that up. Here we go. Here are the escapees. There's 3 of them. They escaped from the farm up the street. And this is what I woke up to at 3 a.m. or 2:22 a.m. And there's Officer Marshall trying to wrangle them together and get them back to where they belong. How about that? That's the first video. Now they're going like north on West Elm Street. And let me bring up, I got to pull that video. I got to do the, I'm doing this one at a time, so sorry about that. So I'm going to pull up another one. Let's see. Where's number 2? Okay, here's number 2. Here we go. Oh, now they're going the other way. They're going south on West Elm Street past my house. There's 3 of them. They just refuse to be captured. They will not comply with the officer. And he's just doing his darndest to figure out what he's going to do next. Okay, so there they go, south on West Elm Street. What an exciting night he had. You know, sometimes it's boring. You know, the town of Townsend, sometimes it's pretty boring. Not last night, 3 a.m. He had his excitement. He's never going to live this down either. Let's see. I got another one. I'm going to close that one out. I got one more. No, I got, how many do I have? I think I only have one more. I don't remember. Let's see. Oh, yeah. All right. This is the last one. Here we go. Now they're going by my house. They stopped to get some grass. So you'll have to watch that in the left-hand side there. See that? There they go. Oh, they didn't. Oh, I didn't get the one with the grass. Okay. So they're going home now. Maybe. That's all I got. So they went back up to the farm up the street where they got out from. And I'll tell you, I interviewed Officer Marshall this morning. I called up to the police station. First, I called dispatch and I said, I tried to ask questions. Boy, they're just, oh, what a pain in the neck that was. But I guess I can't complain too much. But they, you have to do a public records request. We can't tell you anything other than, you know. And the guy got on. He just started his shift. He didn't know anything. He looked it up and then, no, you got to do a public records request. And I got off the phone. I'm like, I am not doing a public records request. So I called back and I said, can I speak to an officer? And he transferred me. And same guy. He's probably mad at me now. But he, so I got Officer Marshall answer the phone. And I asked him his name, and he told me his name. And then, I started asking him about the horse issue that happened at 3 a.m. And he told me he was the officer that in question that was part of the chase and the capture. And he said, yep, he was trying to figure out what to do. And he was trying to get them home and trying to get a hold of the owners, who eventually did come out. And when he got them, I guess a little farther up the street, they stopped to eat, and the owners came out and took the horses home. So that was our excitement. So after a chase up and down West Elm Street, they were captured and they were brought home. So all the excitement, I mean, that's a lot of excitement. I have these Ring cameras on my house, and I don't always, sometimes I can go a long time without even looking at them because I got a lot of them. And, I'm looking for certain things. I like to look for wildlife. That wasn't the wildlife I was looking for. But that was quite a shock. And he said he just came upon them. He was on his routine patrol, and he was driving down West Elm, and he just came upon these horses. Like, what's going on? Why are there horses in the middle of the street? And that was his experience. He just got the horses back home. I guess he's a new guy. I don't think he's from Townsend, but because he called this Lunenburg Road, and I'm like, do you mean Lunenburg Road or do you mean West Elm? And he clarified, that it was West Elm, but so he most likely, I didn't ask him, but he probably called down the station to figure out who owns these things, and so. But anyways, they're safely back at home now. But if it weren't for the heroism of Officer Marshall to get out there and stay with the horses and get them home, then who knows where they'd be. They might have made a really big, yes, veteran dog. Not like the streets of Chicago. No, it isn't. No, I'd say it's a lot different. I don't know what Chicago cops would do at 3:00 in the morning if they ran across some horses. I don't know. That would be pretty interesting. And ask for their ID. I know, really. I don't know what would Chicago cops do if they came across horses at 3 a.m. They'd probably go back to the station and just say, "No, I'm done." They can handle anything but this. But yeah. Yep, that was the excitement in West Townsend tonight. Well, last night, just a few hours ago. I'm sure Officer Marshall is probably sleeping in bed now, not knowing that he's now famous on a video. So he's YouTube famous for saving the day, or saving someone's horses, catching those escapees and getting them home. So, all right, I just wanted to share that with you. This is a relatively short video. I really, I cannot stretch this out much longer into a big story. So I think I'm just gonna end this here. I do have some updates on some of the other things going on. Bye. I do have some updates on some of the other things going on in Townsend, and I will be sharing them in another video. I'm not going to add it on to this because the title just throws everybody off. So I'm going to do another one. I have more on the fire chief, and there's another announcement I'm going to make about something happening this week. And so there might be 2 videos today. I've got some things to do sometime, so we'll see. All right. So see everybody later, and thanks for watching. And please like and subscribe if you do not already, and leave comments either in the live or in the comments section, just whatever. Okay. See you guys later.